The future. The future. Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Sam here. Sorry, I just thought AirPods Max didn't actually come out today. Turns out they did. We're all good. Hey, we have a new pair of AirPods in 2020. Who would have thought? Guess we don't need these anymore. So Apple just released a new product. I know, nobody saw this coming, nobody thought it would happen, but this is the Christmas surprise that we heard so much about. Apple has been working on AirPods Max for years. They were initially supposed to come out in 2018, they got pushed back to 2019, and now finally, just about 22 days before the end of 2020, we got this wild retro design, crazy internals, and $550 pair, I can't even say the price, it's so high, of headphones. All right, let's talk about AirPods Max. Drop a like if you're excited. Hit subscribe for more, and let's empty our wallets yet again, baby. This is a really interesting pair of headphones for a number of reasons, because while AirPods, remember when people said those were expensive at $159, or even AirPods Pro pushing the bound, my hair is on my forehead. Fun fact. Or even pushing the boundaries with AirPods Pro at $249. You know, people were kind of freaking out at that. Apple is making a statement not only with how these look, but also with the feature set, which is pretty wild and pretty cool. They included a smart case that's here, but of course, also with the price. Like $549 does not make these a product for enthusiasts or people that want to like get into some over-ear headphones. This is a luxury version of AirPods, and it packs not only every single feature that we get basically with AirPods Pro, it ups the ante in a lot of ways. First off, with the design, it's pretty. I actually really dig it. I know that a lot of people are gonna have different opinions on this, but I think that they look incredible. It comes in 5 different colors: pink, green, and sky blue. Didn't think we would see those colors. Apple's really trying to make the lineup pretty consistent. Like the iPad Air basically comes in the same colors as these new AirPods. We also see these little metal arms, this really cool looking mesh headband. I mean, to me, these look extremely comfortable. And then you've got these wild oval over-ear pads. Like these go over your ears. I know there's a lot of people like me that were concerned they were going to be on ear, like they just kind of rest there. No, these look great. And unfortunately, they're not reversible like we heard they might be. There's a left channel and a right channel, but Apple's done it really clever. You know, a lot of places put it on the outside and it's like, come on, you know, I don't want anybody else to see that this is the left and the right. I don't need them to tell away all my secrets of how I'm wearing my pods. So if you look closely, Apple's got it etched on the inside of the pad, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool, you know? I mean, this has been done before. Like I saw this last night when I was doing some research about these, but Apple did it again. And I have to say, pretty sweet. But the design goes a little bit deeper. Apple says the mesh is breathable, so it feels super light and not very tight on your head, which is always one of my chief complaints. And then if you go to the telescoping arms, they move like very smoothly. So they're gonna go exactly to where you said. That's definitely one of my pet peeves with this. Like, you know, there's little like in between. You know, these are like the most popular Audio-Technica, like the M50Xs or 350. I don't know. I've had these for years. They're pretty flat. They're okay. I mean, they're great. But like, you know, these were like $100. I mean, you can kind of see how they don't exactly hold up to AirPods Max. And while a lot of the body is made of stainless steel, the cups are made of aluminum. Like the little ear cups are made of aluminum. So I would say that these are going to feel pretty premium. Like these are not made with super cheap. It's not all aluminum. Apple could have gone that route if they wanted to. These are made with some quality parts. And of course, this extends to the inside as well, because from the custom texture for the inside of the ear cups, like when you actually start looking at what Apple has done on the inside of these, there's a lot of custom stuff on the inside. Under the surface, there is this custom Apple design dynamic driver that's going to give you a pretty wide frequency of sound. I cannot wait to see what these sound like. Apple says they're giving you super clear mid-range, solid bass, solid high ends, and there are 6 microphones on the outside of these AirPods Max, and we'll get to why momentarily, and 2 microphones on the inside to know what you're hearing to tune it based on that as well. There's an H1 chip in here. This is actually the same chip that's in AirPods Pro and I believe AirPods 2. So I'm kind of surprised we didn't see like an H2 chip or some upgrade. I guess the H1 was powerful enough for these. But interesting that like that technology, the actual silicon inside of here, it's been out for a while. Apple also says that there is not distortion when you're playing it full volume based on a special type of neodymium ring magnet motor. So, can't wait to blast out my ears, but have the AirPods still fully intact. Something that I realized I didn't address was that there's a digital crown on here. That is the primary method of interacting with AirPods Max here. So you twist it for the volume. You can tap and hold to access Siri, which is also always on. Pretty wild choice to put something from the Apple Watch on here, but I think it's going to do a pretty good job. It will be weird to have like a little scrolly wheel on these. I feel like it makes it a little bit more gimmicky, but we have to try it out still. Why though are there 6 microphones on the outside of these and 2 on the inside? First of all, that probably suggests that audio quality while you're talking to people or on FaceTime or even just recording stuff with these is going to sound pretty good. Like I'm excited to see how big of an audio jump the microphone quality has gotten. Like 6 is pretty good. 2 on the inside. This is of course to enable noise cancellation, ANC. So if you want to just block out everything, you've got that. And just like AirPods Pro, of course, on the opposite end of that spectrum, there's transparency mode, because naturally these will block out more sound than a standard pair of AirPods, and noise cancellation will take it all the way there. You've also got this thing called transparency mode, which uses those microphones to intelligently boost the audio of things around you. So when you are outside, when you are talking to people, you can hear their voices clearly, so you'll be able to hear things even with these huge, aluminum cups with custom mesh on your head. There's also adaptive EQ on here. So it says the inward-facing microphones are constantly adjusting what you're hearing. So Apple can tailor the sound not only based on the song, but also how these cups fit on your ear. And I'm sure they've done a lot of testing to ensure that, it's going to be pretty sharp depending on your ear size. And I am beyond stoked that they included spatial audio. This launched on AirPods Pro with iOS 14. It's the thing that makes you feel like you're in a theater because of how the sound is routed. It feels like you're like literally inside of, I don't know, an auditorium. It's a really impressive feature, and I've heard it on AirPods Pro. It sounds amazing. I can't imagine when you've got an actual over-ear pair of headphones delivering audio spatially in 360 degrees. Can't wait. I feel like just watching movies on a plane is never going to be the same. It's also important to note here that these are not just Apple Headphones Studio or EarPods Studio. These are AirPods Max, and that AirPods name, more than just, a pretty successful brand now, it carries a lot of weight because that usually suggests that you get magical features, and Apple has brought those again here. That means one tap setup on your iPhone, instant switching across devices, and also audio sharing. So if like multiple people have pairs of headphones, they will audio share to your headphones and somebody else's with AirPods or a recent Beats release. Plus, these have a cool thing called on-head detection. So whenever you put these on your head, they'll start playing your audio. When you take them off, they'll pause. So just like that feature's here again. They've just, tweaked it a little bit. It's not when you take something out of your ear, because it's not a little baby pod. It's a Max pod. Battery life, though, for me is always where my excitement for AirPods have ended. Like, obviously, Apple can only put batteries so big in pods that are realistically this tiny, and like 5 hours is pretty good, but you always have to put them back in the case, and then they charge pretty quick. Apple has quick charging. They say that with 5 minutes of charge, you get 1.5 hours of listening, and you get 20 hours of battery life when these babies are fully charged. So that's 20 hours of listening time without needing to plug these back in. Apparently there's a lightning port on here for these to charge. And when you're not listening to them, Apple's done something cool where they go into an ultra low power mode with the included case. Now, this is rare. We almost never see an included accessory. So this is pretty special here. I mean, of course, the price is pretty high. So I appreciate it, Apple. Thank you for flexing on us with the free soft near silicon charging case. But it does seem like it does more than just hold these. Apple says it does put them into a super ultra low power mode to reduce that standby drain that they would get if they were just sitting on your desk. So there's even something special that's been engineered there. These are coming out December 15th. You can order them right now on apple.com. So my overall take on these is really good so far. I obviously need to try them to validate any of my initial impressions from looking at these, but the price, while it's pretty high, seems to be competitive with a lot of other high-end headphones. You got noise cancellation, you have lots of microphones. You've actually got two H1 chips inside of here to give it a ton of power. Apple says there's adaptive EQ, there's a free carrying case, 20 hours of battery life. I feel like this is hitting where it needs to. Obviously, we all wish the price was a little bit lower, but as somebody who has been in the market for a high-end pair of headphones and somebody that can afford these, who really cares about audio. Like I don't know if I showed this in video, but like I'm very particular about my audio setups and what I listen to. I am incredibly excited to go hands-on with AirPods Max, and of course expect full videos on those as soon as they launch in a week. Do you think it's gonna be a winner? What do you think about AirPods Max? Are you excited that we got one more thing before the end of 2020? All right, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like down below, hit subscribe for more. Peace out. And I'll catch you guys on my next video. It is time to go back to bed. Nighty night.